Long before modern history, humanity faced disasters so massive they erased entire civilizations from the earth. Volcanoes blackened the skies, mega floods swallowed entire lands, ancient societies vanished without warning. Some were destroyed by fire, others by ice, famine, or darkness itself. And even today, many of these catastrophes remain unexplained. These are the prehistoric disasters that changed human history forever. Around 74,000 years ago, Earth came terrifyingly close to losing humanity forever. On the island of Sumatra, a supervolcano called Toba erupted with unimaginable force. The explosion was the largest volcanic eruption of the last 2 million years. Ash covered vast regions of Asia, blocking sunlight and plunging the planet into years of darkness and cold. Forests died. Food became scarce. Entire ecosystems collapsed. Some scientists believe the human population may have fallen to just a few thousand survivors. Every person alive today could be descended from those who endured this catastrophe. Humanity survived, but only by the narrowest of margins. Around 12,800 years ago, the Earth was warming after the last ice age. Then, something unexpected happened. Temperatures suddenly plunged across the northern hemisphere. Within only a few decades, much of the world was thrown back into near glacial conditions. Scientists call this mysterious period the Younger Dryas. Forests that had begun to spread across the landscape disappeared once again. Animals struggled to survive. Rivers changed course. Entire ecosystems were transformed. But what caused this sudden catastrophe? One controversial theory suggests that fragments of a massive comet struck the Earth. These impacts may have ignited enormous wildfires across continents, filling the atmosphere with smoke and dust. Evidence of ancient burning has been discovered in several locations around the world. At the same time, many species of large animals began to vanish. Among them were the giant woolly mammoths that had roamed the earth for thousands of years. Human communities also faced enormous challenges. Food became scarce. The climate grew colder and harsher. Entire populations were forced to adapt or disappear. Even today, scientists continue to debate exactly what happened. Was it a comet, a sudden change in ocean currents, or a combination of disasters occurring at the same time? More than 12,000 years later, the Younger Dryas remains one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Around 1,800 years ago, one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in human history shattered the silence of New Zealand. Beneath what is now Lake Taupo, enormous pressures had been building for centuries. Then, without warning, the volcano exploded. The blast was so powerful that it could be heard hundreds of kilometers away. A towering column of ash rose deep into the atmosphere. Pyroclastic flows raced across the landscape at incredible speeds, destroying everything in their path. Forests were flattened, rivers were buried. Entire ecosystems vanished in a matter of hours. The eruption released enough energy to rank among the most powerful volcanic events of the last 5,000 years. Ash covered vast regions of New Zealand. For those who witnessed it, the sky itself must have seemed to collapse. Today, Lake Taupo appears peaceful, but beneath its calm waters lies the scar of a catastrophe that transformed an entire region forever. It remains one of the greatest volcanic eruptions ever recorded by humanity. Today, the Sahara is the largest hot desert on Earth. But thousands of years ago, it was a completely different world. Vast grasslands stretched across North Africa. Huge lakes reflected the sunlight. Rivers crossed the landscape. Elephants, giraffes, hippos, and countless other animals thrived where only sand exists today. Human communities settled around the water. They hunted, fished, and built their lives in what was once a green paradise. Then, the climate began to change. Slowly at first, rainfall became less frequent. Lakes started to shrink. Grasslands turned brown. Year after year, the desert expanded. Entire ecosystems collapsed. Animals migrated or disappeared. Human populations were forced to abandon their homes and search for new sources of water. Many eventually moved toward the Nile Valley. What had once been a thriving landscape became the vast Sahara Desert we know today, one of the most dramatic environmental transformations in Earth's history. A paradise lost beneath an ocean of sand. Around 7,600 years ago, a catastrophe may have transformed an entire region forever. At the time, the Black Sea was a much smaller freshwater lake. Thousands of people lived along its fertile shores. Then, according to one theory, rising sea levels breached a natural barrier at the Bosporus. What followed may have been one of the most dramatic floods in human history. Millions of cubic meters of water poured into the basin every day. The shoreline rapidly advanced inland. Villages disappeared beneath the rising waters. Farmland was swallowed by the flood. Entire communities were forced to flee. For generations, survivors may have carried stories of a great flood that destroyed their world. Some researchers believe these memories could have inspired ancient flood myths found across many civilizations. Today, the Black Sea appears calm and peaceful, but beneath its waters may lie the remains of a lost prehistoric world, a reminder of how quickly nature can reshape human history.